Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Been playing with the microphone a little bit. Let me know if you can hear me without an echo and all of that good stuff. How's everybody doing? Thursday release. We're going to talk about the brand new A10 re-release, but with new innards and improvements. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Been playing with the microphone a little bit. Excuse me. Without an echo and all of that good stuff. How's everybody doing? Thursday release. I guess it does sound good. We're going to... Goodness sakes. Okay. I guess you can hear it. It sounded pretty good coming through the phone. How's everybody doing? Thursday show release, you know, it's winter time. Flying this is not happening these days here, but I cannot wait to fly the new A10. They've beefed up the steering servo with a metal gear servo, and the 637T is now the receiver in there. And then one of the most notable upgrades is the dual smart 40 amp ESC situation. Some of you guys already have the programmer, so for now that's what you're going to need to do the reversing. But yeah, guys, we all knew it's too good of a plane to truly go away. So some of you have been talking about how it's been discontinued, only to be replaced with this new iteration with the up-to-snuff technology you've come to adore, like the 637T. And then now, how exciting is this dual smart ESC situation? What could that mean for releases in the future? The world will find out eventually. So, let's do a little roll call action. If I miss you, pop back in, say something. Shadow Ops, Eddie K, Barry Campbell, Jordan Dole, 2ERC, Eddie K, yep, twice, there he is. Dad's RC Hanger Roach Coach. Nah, too good of a plane to discontinue. Nate, what's going on? Let's see. John Graham. Aaron Phillips. Yeah, you can program them in. Reverse thrust on this stuff. But you need the programmer for that. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys know the world we live in. Prices are up on everything. And as always, links in the description if you want to check it out. Just click the new releases link and that'll take you right there to it. EQ in the house. Brian Brissett, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Mike Kennedy, Burke, what's happening? Third Day RC, Alpine RC, Lionel Randall. Nice. So yeah, we're going to crack into this. I mean, you guys know what it looks like. I've already got videos on the original JCB67. How are you? Good deal. So we'll probably mock this one up. I don't have CA with me. I could use foam tack for the tail, but I probably will. I may use CA. I know we got a brand new order of all our glues and stuff at the shop yesterday. It's in the same scheme. You know, I heard a couple guys had problems with the motors, but I think that wasn't like a popular problem, was it? And being Horizon, if you have a trouble, obviously they're known to take care of you. Ray Hayes, what's going on? Sergio Morales. So this is my programmer. Alpine RC, I think they did it on the steering servo where they needed it. Go snag one off the shelf. I will. Glue, I definitely will. Charles Drysdale, what's happening? Yeah, guys, look, I did fly the original one a few times back on the channel, so check out those videos. Yep, every reviewer's got a video today. I'm one of them, except we can't fly it in this weather. And my partner's been out of town for a week, so this is what we're doing. We're doing an unbox, and now, since it's RC Life for real, hashtag it, I get to do a show on Thursday at 11, or whenever I decide to. Yeah, super pumped. I'm actually really excited to have this programmer too, because you can use it on everything smart ESC style. So I'm going to crack into this programmer first. Flap servos were weak. What are you doing with it? You going Mach 9? Goodness. Yeah. Very cool. So the programmer comes with USB to small USB for, I'm sure, updates. And then there's also a lead that's female to female. And that's, I'm sure, to get you to your ESCs. From what I understand, when you do program reversing into your smart dual 40, you have to do each ESC separately, from what I understand. So you do also get you know, some directions, and of course PDF manuals on the website. So that's the V2 programmer. This is what you're going to need if you want to do reversing on these EDFs. That way you can slow your rollout if you'd like. Flap servos can't take rough landings. You belly landing it with flaps down? Jackson RC, what's happening? Mark Shirey, hello. So let me recombobulate this camera shot, and we'll open this baby up. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. Slide this over. Okay. Alrighty, give me a minute here. That ought to get it done, and then I can come up and show you guys what's up. Let's see how good I did on the shot. I'll be using my NX10. I got my head cut off a little, don't I? Good thing the camera's still working after being hit by a big 6S armor the other day. Okay, that's better. What's up, Jeff's Custom? You know, they're always making changes, and I do believe strut pins are back in stock right now, and some of you guys have been waiting for them. So get them now while you can, because they're probably going to go fast. once people realize these are back around. Also, the Viper 90, guys, it's back in stock. If you've been wanting it, you better get it, because they won't last. I think they've been impossible to get since the first batch. So, if you're wanting a Viper 90, make it happen. Yeah, I would say, Mark, there's no reason you can't use that 7000 and a big 1700 Warbird. I'm flying my 1500 with the 7000 sometimes. So, no problem there. And I did a bunch of videos on this one. So check those out. You know, that's going to give you, if you hadn't checked one of these out yet, you can definitely see how good this thing flies and lands. I did grass hops and everything. So this is improved over that one. And I thought the first one was fantastic. There we go, the venerable A10 twin 64mm. We knew this was too good to go away, and it didn't. It's back with a vengeance. 637T, steering servos, all metal gear now. Lots of cool improvements, and again, of note, the dual smart 40 amp ESCs are killer and exciting as well. I mean, that's new. Snow Valley Park, you ain't lying. I bet those Viper 90s go really quick. That's why I posted on it last night. Click the links, you guys, if you're getting them. Oh yeah. I'm super glad to have one of these again. The last one I gave away to Foam Boy at a show. Yeah, Q. New and improved. Get in on the pre-order. Lionel Randall, as soon as possible, my friend. Jeff loves his A10. How can you not? Yeah, I can't wait to fly the J65. Soon as possible. We got snow and ice on the ground here though. So there's that. Oh yeah. Comes with the Ordnance. Love it. I'm glad to have one again, because like I said, I gave it away to a young man at a show, and I really always, I mean, it's cool to be able to pay it forward with these products, you know, sometimes. But I also wished I had one so many times as well. This thing's a ripper. My favorite packs on this are 3200 and 4000 6S. Look at all the Ordnance. We'll pull this up to the camera in a minute. No step stickers, 2mm screws, and you don't stop. 2mm hex, I should say. Pave penny action in the house. More Ordnance, otherwise known as coordinates, if you didn't listen in English. Jet motors, Dragon model, yeah, they're EDFs, electric ducted fans. So they're brushless outrunners, and they run on lipos. 264mm EDFs. Wow, you got 8 minutes out of yours, Jeff. You gave it to your buddy Joey, yeah, Foam Boy. Yes, sir, Nate. Just gonna unbox everything and then I'll bring it over to the camera. Got a manual, of course. These look so good. Oh man. Yeah. This beaut. They use outrunners sometimes. They still use everything. All right, so I'm gonna step away from the comments for a minute. Flies like it's on rails, but likes to bounce if you don't have the landing just perfect. That's really for anything. Bleed that speed, man. Bleed it. So look, I'm sure I did a assembly on this one back in when the original came around, but let's get some close-up shots of this. So here's the vertical stab, one of them. You can check out the exquisite panel line rivet detail. Your servo's pre-installed. You're going to have like stickers to cover these up, which is nice. Cleans it up quite a bit. The other one is identical. Same thing here. You've got servo wire tape and such that's going to cover these up. They tape these down so they don't mar up your surfaces. In transit, panel lines, rivet detail, you know the drill. So nice. Pave penny, as promised. Some guys are using magnets on this. I'll lightly tack mine is what I'll do. But magnets aren't a bad idea either if you want it to break away. Let's get a look at this Ordnance too real quick. So typical fashion, it's gonna slide in. The fins are plastic. So this may be new to some of you, but this plane is very popular and was very well received when initially announced. Yeah, plastic fins on all this stuff. Looks really good. It's gonna stay true. But wait, there's more. Let's do a scan on the wing. Lights on this babe. Yep, I called it a babe. So you can see the tape here that's camo color, you know, which covers the wire troughs out to the tip. So here's the bottom. Metal trunnion retract, suspension, pre-installed flaps and ailerons, ball links, and all of the attachment points for the Ordnance. 4 2mm screws to get it done. The other retract, obviously metal trunnion style. Let's check out the top. Love the detail. All these plates and the rivets. Digging it. Bring a towel so you can wipe off any spillage for your fuel. And I love all this. All of this wiring on this wing converges right here. So think about all that's going on with this wing. You've got 2 retracts, 2 flaps, 2 ailerons, and lights. And all you got to mess with is this right here. Too cool. Dig it. Last but not least, fuselage. We'll show you inside the battery compartment first. Right after I show you the cockpit. He's got a instrument panel in there. It's a sticker, but it looks pretty good. You can see the emulated rivets on top of the glass here, and of course it's the catch we're used to. But I'm not going to click it because I want to show you in here. So again, I like 3200 and 4000s almost all the way back in this one. And here's our IC5 connector that run to these and power the dual 40 amp smart ESCs. So as you'd expect, details all over this plane are molded in exquisitely. Check out the business end of this thing. This is all plastic too. Landing gear door and retract. It looks like a nice beefy retract, you know, metal trunnion. Can you see? I want to get you a shot of these EDFs if I can. Look at that. These are going to sound amazing. I like the exit here for the thrust on the buckets. It's just what you need. The right angles and all to work it out. And I love how much this is complete already out of the box. So there's the saddle where those three plug in. There's access to the receiver right here on the bottom with the magnet panel. And there's the 637 TA. And your wires are waiting for you on the tail. So there is just a little gluing on the tail of these. That's it. And I like how they don't paint where you have to glue. That's super smart. Ha. $12 blade. Yeah, I believe so. Yep, 4,000 back. Nate says he thinks 11. Let's see if I can count. It is 11. Twin 11 bladers. We're just going to mock it up a little bit for you guys. Wings 88, the steering servo is metal gear. The ESCs, as you mentioned, they are new. And, you know, that's pretty much what's happening. With the Smart ESC, you will be able to do reverse thrust if you want to slow your roll. But, you know, 637 TA receiver, ESCs, and a upgraded steering servo. And that's why the original was discontinued for a minute. So they can bring this guy back. Yeah, BC Flyer, they use a lot of the same methods across the lineup. So, I mean, that's what's so nice about this stuff. I feel like it's easy, you know. I'll tell you what, we're just going to screw that wing on now. Yes, sir. Might as well. Oh yeah, we will rip this baby as soon as we get a chance. And these 4 bolts are all the same size. You cannot get it wrong. Driven with a 2mm hex, and you don't stop. Alan Gentry, RC Plane Reviewer, what's going on? Yeah, this A10's killer. Yeah, Jeff, I'm sure the price is a little higher than it was originally due to everything that's been going on. Unfortunately, it's happened to everything. Get my 2mm MIP driver. So with the smart battery, yes, you should get all the telemetry. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and drive this down. Brass threaded inserts, always appreciate seeing that. Playing hooky, ha. There is a way around it if you want telemetry without those batteries, but you're going to end up putting a whole lot of modules in a plane that doesn't have a lot of room for it. That's the beauty of that Spectrum, is that you get it without adding any other modules. The ESC, the receiver, the batteries can all talk to each other without having to add additional modules. So this, because it's a glue connection, may not stay on. I'm not going to glue it probably now, but I do want to see if I can just mock it up a little bit for you. Yeah, I don't want to tuck my wires out of the way because I want to need them. But anyway, here's most of a mock-up. And again, we did videos on this already, probably in assembly as well. Look at this thing. Oh. Yep, receivers in it. You know, the plug-and-plays don't sell nearly as good as the bind and flies. So with that being the case, it's kind of unlikely you'll see plug-and-plays for everything in the future. It's just the way it goes. And also, if you want to get in on first batches, bind and fly is just the way to go. And for what more, the price difference between a plug-and-play and a bind and fly basic is not crazy enough to justify going plug and play most of the time. I tell everybody, even if they don't like Spectrum, like, if you like the hobby and the new releases and the airplanes and the innovation that's coming to the game, then it makes sense. Even if you're like total loyal different radio, like, get an NX6, get an NX8 so you can take advantage of these things. And if you just don't want to use that receiver, somebody will take it off your hands, no problem. Because off the shelf, that receiver's like what, $85 or something? You're getting it for an extra 20, 30. It's a no-brainer. Nope, not the same plane. That's the X-Fly one, the Twin 50, with no retracts or flaps. This one's, of course, got retracts and flaps. A little bit smaller. $115. Yeah, goodness sakes. And what's the difference on a plug and play to bind and fly? 20 or 30 bucks. You're getting a $115 like retail receiver for 30 bucks. That's the T7A from X-Fly. We got videos of that on our channel. You can check that out. I mean, this one's definitely going to be bigger than the definitely smaller, obviously. It may be hard to tell here. You can't even tell because I can't show you the whole tail. It's got 8 inches on the other one lengthwise. And the buckets, you can see, are a lot different size. And it should be twin 64, twin 50. One's got retracts and flaps and smart technology, and the other one you put in your own receiver. And then this is a nice one too. 4S. So completely different situation. Yeah, I mean, this is, without getting into the big A10s, this twin 64 here with retracts and flaps, smart equipped, stabilization, safe if you want it, all of those things makes, I mean, you got suspension retracts on a smallish, you know, twin 64. I mean, it's killer. Yeah, no matter which size it is, EQ. Yeah, Scotty Story. That is something that I would not be surprised to see down the road. Absolutely. But in the meantime, before we get a chance to take this one out, go check out the old videos that we did on the Pilot Ryan Videos playlist right here on the channel. I'd invite you guys that are on Instagram to scroll through. Last night I scrolled way back, like watching all the posts and stuff and the things we've been doing on the Instagram. Good times. Check that out if you haven't. Obviously YouTube is what's happening, but you know, we put out way more content on Instagram. YouTube at the moment is very much new release oriented. Not on purpose, but kind of just by default. So you want to keep up with us. The RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, and the Pilot Ryan Media Instagram. Of course, follow BitGo Hobby as well. We got a lot going on, you guys. So, link in the distro. Check the new releases link. Click it, and you can check out the new releases today from Horizon. Some Proline tires and bodies, as well as this A10. Don't forget that the Viper 90 has just come back in stock. You better snatch one if you want one. Otherwise, you'll probably be waiting a while again. That is a fantastic flying sport jet. And if you don't have one, get some stick time on somebody that has one, because that thing is killer. And I love the way it lands. Crash test dummy. Yeah, I mean, it's just a servo. So I can show you the landing gear and the nose. But, I mean, you're not going to see the metal gear in the servo. But it's got one. There it is. And obviously I'm not together, so I can't open it up right now. Nice, Gaza. yeah, I'm so glad to have one of these again. It was nice to be able to give one to a young guy, but I kind of always wished I still had one. So we got another one. I'm so pumped. And we're going to use our programmer and get with the reverse thrust to slow the rollout, which is going to be kind of fun. It'll be fine, Dragon model. Make sure you're balanced, you know, laterally, side to side. Fly guy, yeah, man. And this is like everything, guys. If you want it and you don't want to wait forever, supply chain has been crazy all over the world. So, look, I'm not trying to twist your arm. I'm just giving you information. If you want it and you don't want to wait forever, move, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Barry, they've paid some attention to that as well. And guys that need strut pins should get on those as well, because I have a feeling they're not going to last. So yeah, guys, be checking you know, the Facebook. I'm going to probably dig up some of my my early videos on the A10 and post them today. Support the channel, guys. If you're going shopping, click through pilotryanmedia.com. The links are always in the descriptions. And if you don't want to go chase down a video, you can always just go to the website, pilotryanmedia.com. You can get to all my socials from across the top, emails, and all that as well. Big Jim, yeah, you can program in reverse thrust if you have the programmer. The version 2 Smart ESC programmer. That's what you're going to need to do it. You have to make it happen yourself. They don't come out of the box that way. And no, they are not counter-rotating. And I'd endeavor you to notice the difference. You know what I mean? It also becomes a failure point on some of these if you have a counter-rotating situation. If they put the wrong, you know, anything on the other EDF, it could unscrew itself. So I'm fine with that not being counter-rotating. I like it when it is on big prop planes and stuff, but most of them didn't have counter-rotating props anyway. The P-38 definitely did. It had to. But most twin-engine planes in real life don't. Nice, Snow Valley. But yeah, you can program reverse thrust with these new smart Avian ESCs, dual 40s, just like you can on the other you know, E-flite models. Check out the Viper 90 video. We got Air Marshal doing a tutorial on how to set it up right at the end of my Viper 90 video. Don't do what I did, where I hit reverse midair by accident, trying to show off safe. Yeah, Snow Valley, we'll have to find out. I mean, I think it's new enough now that you have to use this to do the reverse thrust. And whatever you do to the ESC, you have to do twice. So you have to do it to each one. So that could be why we're using the programming card, so to say, instead of forward programming. What's up, Doyle Blevins? So any last minute questions? I'm going to probably wrap this thing about 5 minutes. Alan Gentry's been putting a real airplane together. Nice. Everybody's talking about the bearings and stuff. If you have a problem with your plane, the Horizon will take care of you. And you can't act like one or two fans going out is like systemic. It's not. I don't know if you can program servos with this or not. We'll have to find out. We'll have to put air marshal on it, won't we? No, we'll find out what you can do with this smart ESC programmer. Philip Bender, man, thanks for that. Good to see you. All right. Release day. Very cool. Do any RC jets have clamshell thrust reversers? Maybe in the super scale world. Gaza says, hello Bobby and Pilot Ryan from the UK. Gina Purcell wishes they'd bring back a Spitfire. You never know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? Yeah, Crash Test Dummy. I think we all knew this would come back. It is too good of a model to go away, and it was too new of a model to go away, if you ask me. I mean, it feels like it was just last year we were doing this. Yes, Scotty, for sure. For sure. Thanks, John Graham. Yeah, it's nice to be able to do this during the day now, especially when I wasn't able to get this out and get any video on it this week. Granger, Indiana is where our hobby shop is. RC Fun Park, Granger, Indiana. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Big Jim, man, I don't know the answer to that. I got a lot of maidens to get done. I can't wait though. We get a lot of cool stuff coming from over here. Pilot Ryan Media, BitGo Hobby. I mean, man, we're running a hobby shop now, like really bringing it there. It's been awesome. You have to follow, guys, so you can stay tuned. Lots of big things happening over here for us. John, no, I haven't had a chance to fly it yet. But I flew the V1. I mean, I got multiple videos on the V1 back on the channel. So it's going to fly the same. Again, the only difference is the smart dual ESCs, the 637T receiver instead of the 6TA, instead of the 636, and then now, like I said, steering servo, smart ESCs. So, I mean, the one way you'll be able to tell the difference is, I don't remember if the first one had the EC5 or the IC5. This one has the IC5. And when you look, you'll see a 637TA. Like in a new one, you're going to see that it's got a 637TA instead of a 636. So that's it. Otherwise, it's the same plane you've all been pining over. Scotty Story, I wouldn't be surprised. You should be able to. I would look at go to new releases, click the link in the distro, check out the A10 and look at the parts listing under there, and they may already have parts like strut pins, metal gear servo for the steering, and those kinds of things. EC5, so that's one good way you'll know. It's IC5, so it's orange instead of blue. Dad's RC Hanger, yeah man, thanks. Yeah, it's a pre-order because it's brand new, just released today. So pre-order for now, and then it'll eventually be a back order because the first batch, this batch will sell out. When does it say it's going to be like shipping to customers? Let me look. Let's check it out. January. It says next shipment January 2022. There's 10 days left. So that's great. Yeah, short wait. Short wait, that's great. Scotty says you... Oh, no, that was a question, sorry. Let me look at the parts while I'm in there. Replacement parts. Keep an eye on it. I'm not seeing it all now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but I don't currently see the Metal Gear servo. Johnson 74th, what's happening? Alright guys, been awesome. Bringing you a live, kind of unboxing, talk about the new old A10, how it's been improved, and those kinds of things. I'm really excited about those dual smart ESCs and what that could mean for the future. It's going to be interesting and really cool to have thrust reverse on on planes that have multiple engines. So I like that. Check out the videos I did on version 1 with Bobby. Yeah, I did a grass field ops video on this one, I remember. And that's part of the reason why they beefed up that steering servo, right, to Metal Gear, so it can handle grass even better. And don't land nose gear first and you'll probably be okay. Alright you guys, I'm going to end it and then I'm going to send it. See you guys on social. Be following on Instagram. If you need to lighten up your day, get on those reels and just scroll through. We have had a blast making those, and they're really candid. It's not official. You get to keep up with us and see what's going on. Dylan, what's going on, man? Dylan came to the shop yesterday and was got some track time on the Vortex, spent some time in the shop, chatted him up. That was fantastic. Nice to see you. That's right. The nose gear has the nose gear or the steering servo. That's great. I know they were doing experimentation on the pins and stuff, so always for the better. Yep, 3, 2, 1. The gear servos? It's a retract. How can the gear servo be plastic? No, the gear servo now is Metal Gear. That's one of the things they upgraded is the steering servo. The servos on the website and the parts might be, but those are probably for flight controls. Alright you guys, thanks a lot. See you on Soch. Jay, what's going on? It does look cool, and of course we did multiple videos on version 1. There's some really cool improvements that have been made to this one, and I've said it all show. Like, I cannot believe we all knew that V1 was too good to go away that fast. So, new receiver, 637TA, steering servo upgrade, and man, that's killer. Metal Gear servo, dual ESCs. You can do thrust reversing if you have the version 2 programmer. And, you know, 637 TA instead of the 636. Yeah, the nose gear steering servo has been upgraded to Metal Gear. All right, you guys. See ya. Have a good one. We're going to bounce in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. See you on social, guys. Use those links. Go to the website.